What the hell is that? Behind you. I'm being serious, there was something there. There was. I'm not, there was something there.
Most people go camping to escape the hustle and bustle of our everyday life, to commune with the beauty of nature and rediscover oneself in the peace and quiet. But sometimes, peace and quiet can turn into an unparalleled nightmare. Just ask these 4 kids whose camping trip turned nightmarish in just seconds. Take a look. The Uninvited. A group of 4 friends are out in the woods looking for a suitable camping spot. It's the weekend, and these high school kids are living for it. As they are trekking through the dense trees, the cameraman spots it. Watch. As he points out something lurking behind his friends, a shadow can be seen disappearing behind a tree. Seconds later, as the others look on, the shadow steps out into a full-bodied shape, rattling the friends with pure terror. The video ends there, leaving us to wonder just what was lurking in the forest that day. The account that posted it has one video, that one, and they haven't uploaded it in 12 years. Is this some kind of prank or a new uncovered terror? If you thought that was bad, then buckle in for this next one, when a solo camp goes horribly awry. Stranger danger. TikTok user Femcoded, also known as Katie, is out in her converted RV where she has a run-in with a strange but kind couple out in the forest. But Katie soon begins to learn that things are not what they seem. Take a look.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning and I just had the scariest thing ever happen, and I should have gone with my gut on this. This kid, I'm so confused right now. This kid and his girlfriend were next to me at the river earlier. They seemed harmless. They were probably like in their mid to late 20s. And they didn't say anything to me at all the entire time I was next to them. And then all of a sudden they lost this ring, and the guy kept coming back, like hiking all the way back to where I was, like 3 different times. And so I was helping him look for this ring, and I asked him, like, hey, do you want me to take down your number? I'm gonna be here just in case I find the ring. And I asked him this like 3 times, and he kept saying no, and like insisted that I hide it somewhere random, which seemed so weird because the ring seemed sentimental, and I just had this feeling that something was off. And then 2 hours later, he texts me, hey Katie, thanks for helping us earlier. Do you want me to, can we come over later to your campsite and have drinks? And I was like, literally, like, did I have a stroke? Like, I was like, sorry to like get this, sorry, but like, how did you get my phone number? And he was like, it was on the back of your rig. No, it's not. How did you know what rig I drive? Literally, I swear to God, we never talked about it. My phone number's not on the back of my rig. And he's like, oh, I saw your Instagram handle. I called my best friend. Can you get my phone number from my Instagram? She's like, no. I checked, no. Okay, I had this gut feeling that something was wrong. He texted me again at like 10 o'clock at night and was like, hey, we're gonna go for a moonlight hike. Do you wanna come? And I'm like, I don't know you. No, what? And I just had this gut feeling that I needed to leave here. But I was like, they're so young. Like, and then just now, this motherfucker, I literally wake up like No, there's no, I just hear somebody out. I'm in the woods by myself camping. I hear somebody outside of my truck just creeping around, and I like jolt up. Usually when I hear things like this, it's nothing. And I look out, there's a fucking figure of a man outside of my window in the woods, and he doesn't have a light on. He's not saying anything. I just hear him trying to get into the cab of my truck. And I was like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, is this Katie? I fell in the river. I need a towel. Why didn't you say anything? Why am I waking up to hearing you creeping around my truck in the pitch black without making yourself known? And he just ran. He like ran away. Sorry, and ran away. Sorry? You weren't trying to, no, you're sorry you got caught. I just texted the number they texted me from, and I was like, dude, you do not roll up on some girl's campsite who's alone in the middle of the woods at 2 o'clock in the morning. You're lucky you didn't just get yourself. If you're watching this right now because for some reason you found me on social media and this is what this is all about, what the hell? I will actually, that would not have ended well for you. That was so weird. You know how scary it is to like look out your window and see a figure of a man staring through your window? Absolutely not.
Katie recounts a strange incident of a couple and their supposed lost wedding ring. She attempts to help them locate it, but they are unsuccessful. Later, the man from the incident texts her without Katie understanding how he got her number, and he continues to bother Katie in very strange ways until she's had just about enough. The situation is definitely bizarre, and Katie is lucky to tell the tale, but it should serve as a warning. These videos of shadows and ghosts and spirits and things are fun, but the most terrifying thing you can encounter in the woods is always going to be another person. That said, let's move on to our next clip, which really can't be rationally explained. Intruder alert. A man is out camping on his second homestead in the middle of nowhere when he begins to hear bizarre noises occurring just at the tree line. He grabs a gun, begins to record, and the rest has to be seen to be believed. Roll tape.
They're all over the damn place again tonight.
He manages to spot some kind of strange creature lurking in the woods. Its bizarre, erratic movements are unsettling, to say the least. The man warns the creature and asks it to flee, but it seemingly only listens when the man shoots at it and it disappears entirely. What do you make of this bizarre encounter? Some clever Hollywood-level trickery? Or something genuinely frightening? While you think about it, let's move on to our next video, which will leave you absolutely stunned. Lost tapes. A man stumbled upon an old GoPro camera deep within the woods, only to later discover the footage belonged to an active missing person. While walking alone in a deep, secluded forest, he encounters an abandoned camp. He began recording the scene with his phone, noting scattered belongings and an abundance of leaves covering the campsite.
This man found an old GoPro camera deep in the forest and discovered disturbing footage of a missing person on it. He was walking alone when he noticed an abandoned tent camp along the way. Switching on the camera on his phone, he began documenting everything he saw. Belongings were scattered everywhere. The campfire had long since burned out, and the whole area was covered with fallen leaves. It looked as though the people had vanished in an instant. The most horrifying part was that, inside the camp, he stumbled upon a dead, torn-apart dog, which he buried in the ground. A little further on, he came across the GoPro camera. In the description of the original video, it says, "Why did I even decide to make this video? I'm not a detective, not some kind of search specialist. Even a huge search team couldn't find the slightest trace of this guy all these days. The answer is simple. I found a strange tent camp deep in the forest, and what shocked me most was the disturbing video I personally discovered near the spot where the missing person was last reportedly seen. Later, it was revealed that the camera had belonged to the missing man. His name was not disclosed in the original video, and his face was censored. The author stated, I'm not allowed to publicly disclose the details of the investigation or the identity of the missing person without the permission of their relatives and the police.
The man remarked that it appeared as though the inhabitants had suddenly vanished. Later, after exploring some more, he finds the remains of a dog, and not too far away is the GoPro. Here's what was on it. Watch.
Before handing it over to the police, the young man played the recordings and saw mysterious footage that might help shed light on where the man had disappeared. He saved the files onto his computer and then gave the evidence to the investigators. The nature reserve where it all happened covers about 10 square miles. It was here, just 4 days earlier, that the man had vanished without a trace. Search teams and police found no clues whatsoever. The footage from the camera had to be shortened because of repetition, but the strangest and most unsettling moments were left intact. Who was he filming all this for? What exactly happened to him? Perhaps someone had been following him, or maybe a wild animal approached his tent at night. It's possible he was running from someone and dropped the camera on the tracks near the bridge. Or maybe he vanished into the ground entirely, never to be found again. There are thousands of theories, but not a single answer. What is certain is that this was the place where everything happened, and this was the very spot later examined by police, who carried out a full inspection of the camp. The young man who found the camera was also questioned. To this day, nothing is known about the missing person. No official details have been released.
The footage shows the missing camper setting up his tent and making his camp and fire. In the footage, you can see a man stepping out from one of the trees, watching the man intently. It's clear this man is being stalked. Later on, at night, the man is bundled up inside his tent when he hears footsteps outside the tent. His bike crashes and he's had enough. He decides to explore, but there's no one there. And that's when the footage ends entirely. The man who discovered the GoPro turned it into the police, but not before uploading the video himself. He promised the authorities, as well as the missing person's parents, that he would not disclose the identity of the man who disappeared, which leaves the biggest mystery. What happened to the man in the video? And was his stalker also his killer? Masked Man. YouTuber Ads Adventures, a popular van lifer and vlogger, is out camping in his van, enjoying some respite from his busy work week. As the sun sets, Ads makes himself a white-hot chocolate and reads until the night creeps in. Before he heads to bed, he decides to explore the forest surrounding him, taking in the serene stillness. But things grow strange very quickly.
Right, so I'm back in the woods. I've taken a different path this time. And to be honest with you, I'm just sort of winging it. I don't know where. What the hell was that? What's that? I've come up to that bit where the light was just shining. What? It's moved. I'm gonna have to go and check that out. Where the hell is it coming from? This might have been what was reflecting that light. It says, if you find this card, please pay it forward to do something kind today. Well, it looks like there's some sort of drop off down here. It goes down quite far. I mean, the last thing I want to do is stack it down a hill. There are a lot of noises in these woods, but at the same time, if I was in the woods on a normal night, I'd just think it's normal. It's only because I'm thinking I'm on a ghost hunt, so every little noise, I'm like, is that a ghost? But in all honesty, it's fine. It's frogs and pigeons. Pigeons! I love pigeons. The light on the top of my camera, I think is going to die quite soon, so I'm only going to have my torch left. Right, I'm starting to get a little bit lost, not going to lie. But I think I'm going to head back towards the way that I came, because I swear I keep seeing someone. Hold on. There's no one there, I swear there was. I think I'm gonna go this way, to be honest with you. What the hell? That is a person. I'm not even joking. What the f***? I can't see anything. Oh, what was that?
He encounters what looks to be a person dressed up in some strange Halloween mask. He later remarks this is probably some kind of prank, but in the moment, Ads is petrified as he makes contact. He breaks out into a fast run and hurriedly locks himself in his van and pulls the blinds shut. What do you make of this bizarre encounter? A setup? A prank? Or something else entirely? Stick around for this next one, because it'll make you rethink solo camping once and for all. Lurker. Noah, a camping enthusiast and YouTube vlogger, recounts a strange incident he experienced while solo camping deep in the woods. He first recounts the story, then shares the terrifying footage. Take a look.
So I was originally not gonna make this video just because I don't really have my setup or anything yet. But a few days ago I was camping in Sun River, and what I thought would be a good location to pull over to the side of the road in like this forest area and sleep, which I thought no one was really around, turned into someone trying to creep on me, creep in my truck while I was sleeping. So, and I got some GoPro footage of it. It's kind of hard to tell, but you can kind of hear it in the background. But yeah, didn't really record after I got out and stuff.
I'm currently sleeping in the back of my truck right now. I don't even know what time it is, and there's someone walking around my truck right now. If you can hear that, it's pretty loud. He's been walking around for like 20 minutes already. My gun's in my cab though. I don't really know what to do. I'm a little freaked out right now, and it's like pitch black outside, probably like 2 in the morning, and he just keeps walking around, and close to my truck. I've never been this scared. And like, this doesn't make any sense because I parked somewhere where you couldn't see. No one was on that road. Wait, he's touching my truck. He's literally touching my truck. How am I supposed to get him away? He's literally knocking. He's literally knocking on my truck. The canopy, the back door's locked. I've never been this scared before ever. I don't think he knows that there's anyone in here. I'm so scared right now. I wish I brought my gun back here. He keeps walking around. I don't get it. I'm like, how is he not? I've noticed. Doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna try to see if he goes away eventually. We'll see. He's literally peeking through the door right now. I've never been this scared ever. So, the current time is 2:30 in the morning right now. He's still walking around my truck. I'm gonna try to see if I can flash my light to get him scared. So he runs away. There he is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think I So I'm back home. This is the day after. He was trying to peek in my truck quite a bit with all these marks. I didn't even notice until I got home. Handprints there, a lot of scratches, stuff like that. Dragging his finger on my side of my truck. Well, looks like to be trying to get inside my truck. That's really all I could tell from when he was walking around. That's new. Don't know how that got there. More handprints trying to get in my truck. At least the back canopy was locked, but yeah, that was the result. So that was probably the scariest camping experience I've probably ever had in my entire life. So yeah, well, I'll keep you guys updated and let you know. Thanks.
The footage he captures clearly illustrates that he is not alone as the stranger meanders around his truck while he's attempting to sleep inside. The stranger knocks on his cabin door and walks the perimeter, all in total darkness. Later, during the day, recounts the physical evidence the man left behind. Remember, when solo camping, make sure you have the means to protect yourself from creeps out there.